Hello there. So today is the 100th video I am posting on YouTube, and I'm super excited to get to this milestone. I honestly thought it would be so far off when I first started my YouTube channel, and I'm really glad that I stuck with this. Like so many things, I started this project and always had the goal of creating at least 150 videos just to see what it was like. But through the course of creating these 100 videos, my focus on YouTube and my motivation for YouTube has really changed. And just even my thought process behind creating videos and just motivation in general. So I'm really excited to get to this point, and let's go ahead and dive into what this journey has been. But I want to give a big thank you to everyone who's watched the first 100 videos, who's been here, or if you're discovering this later down the road, then you'll be able to see what the journey looks like and where I'm at this point in time. So it was really unexpected that I actually even started on YouTube. To be honest, when I first got into social media, I took some Instagram courses. I was really into Facebook. There was a time where I posted a video on TikTok that went pretty viral, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll be on TikTok. But YouTube was never a consideration until the end of 2023 because I felt so lonely. I was without any clients at that point, and I just thought, okay, during my spare time, I'm just going to teach people how to do things. So I recently had purchased Loom for a business I was working in. We did Loom videos to upload client uh, recordings and whatnot. So I had the platform and I thought, hey, why not just go on here and start teaching people things? I created a Facebook group at that point, and I really had planned to grow the Facebook group with those Loom videos. But I found a huge passion in watching YouTube videos. And so I thought, why not turn these Loom videos into YouTube videos and just see what happens? And everything really changed from there. So going back to business, I thought that I would build YouTube to be a business vehicle into my current course that I had at the time. I don't have that course anymore, but that was really the gist of what I was trying to do, is teach people something, hope that people enroll. And I saw so many small businesses being super successful on YouTube because there's a theory that people need to consume 7 hours of content from you to really gain that know, like, and trust factor. And so YouTube is one of the best ways to do that. And honestly, I really stand behind this belief. I've seen it time and time again working in businesses. The ones that have been the most successful have these really growing YouTube channels. They're not huge, they don't have a million followers, but just the fact that they have content out there and people have already learned from them, it's such an easier way to sell than coming into it blind. So at first, the motivation for YouTube was to grow and expand my business. And then things really changed. So like I said initially, it was going to be this business venture. And then I started posting videos, and I slowly just came to see that I wanted this to be a personal form of self-expression. I always really felt good after posting a video, and I felt so limited in what I was posting. It was all about business. It was all about lead generation. And I felt like I couldn't post around anything else going on in my life. And yet, the YouTube videos that I started to watch after gaining clients and having some more income in my life were never the business videos. I won't say never because I still do look up business topics, but I just really wanted to see the journey behind what these business owners were doing in their personal life, how they were navigating other things, and, some business tips in there. So I started to think, like, what happens if I just post what I'm doing in my day-to-day life, and I can look back on this journey, other people can look back on this journey and learn something. And so then my focus really shifted from, hey, this is something I'm going to do for business, to this is something I'm going to do for myself and to build community and really just to connect with people. And I think that's why the longevity of YouTube has lasted for me versus other social media platforms. So with Instagram, I did have it prior to having a business, and it was really fun to post travel photos and just share with people what was going on in my life. And as soon as it started shifting into business, there seemed to be all these rules of, like, make this a carousel or have your caption be like this. And so all the joy of it really got lost in translation for me. And looking back at my Instagram, at some point this year, I think it was during the summer, I didn't even want to look at it. I really wanted to be defined as a person and have my own voice rather than being posting on this for business. That may change at some point in time, and maybe I'll post business content again, or maybe it's going to be a personal account. I don't know. I haven't posted on there close to a year and a half at this point, and I don't even know what I'd want to post. Like, this feels a lot more authentic to me, just to share my journey in so many aspects and talk it through and just detail it to help people in some sort of way. So, anyway, going on to this, I have found so much healing in YouTube. So, this is again the 100th video, but that's 100 times that I talked through something. I came on here with intention. I showed people something, and even the thought in the back of my head of like, maybe this is helping one person. And it helps me find my voice, it helps me detail the process. And I just really have been able to show up for life again. And that's what I see like in the ebbs and flows of me posting on YouTube is at first this was like the only thing I was waking up to do is to create content to help people with lead generation. And then when that motivation shifted and I shifted more into other types of videos, the times where I actually come on here and post and talk about things, like I feel so much better mentally than the times where I just shut away and I don't talk and I'm not showing up for things. So I think that YouTube has been like a way for me to really process things. Even if I'm not talking about the things I'm processing, I'm still putting words out there and I'm still showing myself that my voice matters and my opinion matters and what I'm doing matters in this world. So over time, like I said, it became less of a business venture and more about like healing and finding my voice. So that kind of leads me to this legacy motivation of creating a YouTube channel, which is something I never thought of until maybe 6 to 9 months into this journey. So when the like ebb and flow kind of shifted away from business, at one point it was also about getting monetized, it was about having this other income stream. And then I watched this video. It goes by Ali Abdal, and he was saying like if money is the motivation, YouTube shouldn't be the vehicle for you. And I'm probably butchering those words so much, but basically he was saying you have to have a bigger motivation to be on here because you don't see the return on investment like for a while, and that's investment in your time. So when I started thinking about YouTube, it became this like really personal journey for me of okay, in 20 years, like my future kids could see these videos and what I was going through in my 20s. Or if I haven't talked to somebody in my life, like they could see a glimpse of my life on here. And, even when I'm not here, like there's still a part of me that's here and there's still people that can learn. And it's actually so interesting looking at YouTube analytics because videos I posted a year ago are being watched for the first time by somebody today. And so it's just really interesting that this video could be watched for the first time, in 20, 30 years. Like it's still going to be on YouTube. And so this just became this huge motivation for me of the people in my life that I love, like what do I want them to have of mine? What do I want them to be able to see of me? And yeah, so I think that's really cool with YouTube. I don't really hear any other creators talking about this, but I just want people to get to know me instead of like getting to know my business or getting to know some fake version of me. I think it's really cool that I could just detail what I'm going through and the personal journey I've gone through with so many things reading, building a business in my 20s, mental health, physical health. Yeah, just so many topics that I want to talk about. And so I think that this has become my motivation now. And I think it is super long lasting and something that just doesn't not cross my brain on a daily basis. So, my current goals with YouTube really is just to connect with people because I think that the content I'm putting out, the people who are in a similar space to me or wanting to learn this are going to naturally click on these videos. I want to build community. So, I've really found that the videos that I watch are so great in terms of just bringing people together. For instance, if I watch a video on somebody who has been reading, there's so many other people in the comments who also read. And so I think that when I envision this, I know the right thing to do from a business perspective is have like a niche of, hey, I'm just going to talk about lead generation, which is what I was doing at first. But now that I'm sharing all these kind of behind the scenes moments, I think that it'll connect people in an even deeper way. So entrepreneurs and freelancers in their 20s and people who like to read and who are conscious about their physical and mental health and who are paying off debt and trying to navigate the world and wanting to travel. And I think that that encompasses less people, right, than just freelancers. But I also think that there's going to be a deeper bond and a deeper sense of community and a deeper understanding of the values we share. And that's just what I want to bring here is the values that I share and I love and I want to, put out in the world. So, another thing that's really important to me is honesty and vulnerability. Obviously, I'm not going to be sharing everything on this channel. There's so many things that I plan to never share on this channel because they're just not something I want to talk about, or they're private, or they involve other people. But there are things that I can be vulnerable and honest about that I don't see a lot in this world. And I think that it'll really help, future people who are in this state not feel alone and also have a plan moving forward. So, some of the things that I do plan to talk about is mental health, like I said, physical health, and my health journey, which hasn't always been the best and hasn't always been the most straightforward. The struggles of entrepreneurship. I just posted a video about how, like, I'm on the brink of burnout, or I was, and what that's like. I want to post about paying off debt as somebody in their 20s in the US, travel, and some of the stress and anxieties that could come with that, as well as just growing as a person and making mistakes and learning from them. And just being able to be here and be real and not have to put the highlighted version of myself online. And obviously, these are super simple videos too. Like maybe in the future, I'll have some sort of content team, but I'm not the master at editing videos. I honestly don't even like it. I don't want to like put together all these graphics. I simply have a Google Sheet with things that I could talk about, and I'm using Loom with unedited picture on the side in lighting that's not even ideal. But that's just where I am, and I'd rather put out content that's imperfect than try and have it all together before filming something, because that's where I was getting stuck before. And that's when you just never film. And to be honest, I don't even watch YouTube videos when I am on my phone. Like I listen to them while on a walker, like in bed or something like that. And to me, it doesn't even really matter what the person looks like, what they're doing. It just matters what the content is. And so that's what I'm going with here. The other thing that's really helped is just confidence and growth. I would not have been able to kind of dig myself out of this hole of just super low self confidence. And I'm still working on that. But I do think that YouTube has been one of the biggest changes and one of the biggest growth steps for me to get out of that, because showing up online, sharing your story, putting it out there, you gain a lot of confidence. Even if one person's watching it, you still made the effort to create something and put it out there for the world. And I think everybody's story matters. And so I'm really, really glad that YouTube is a free platform where you can just post what you want to, obviously within reason, but it just gives you so much room to be yourself and find your community there. So at the end of this video, again, I just want to thank everybody for being here and for watching my journey. I'm so grateful to have 100 videos up on YouTube, and I can't wait to make 100 more. I definitely don't think I'm going to stop at that 150 level that I originally was like, I'll make 150 videos and then reevaluate. And the premise for that was somebody said it typically takes 150 videos to get monetized. And since that was the goal, I was like, I'll just see if I could do it. But now I just have so much more meaning behind this and a different motivation to do it. So I don't see myself ever stopping posting on YouTube. I think that the channel will evolve. Maybe the graphics will be different. maybe the topics will be more refined. I'm really leaning on you guys right now. So if there's any video where you're like, hey, I want to see more of this, whether it be business, mental health, books, etc., like please give that video love or email me and let me know that you want to see more of that content. I think this channel is going to evolve in a very natural way and just following what the community likes, what my life evolves into, and I'm really excited to keep going on this journey and can't wait to film another 100 videos. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.